what's going on? So, I'm starting this video from the car because, oh, god damn it. Never mind, I might fucking crash. Something came loose. Something is loose in the front end right now, and I'm pretty sure it's something scary. And my brake line popped. So I could just lose brakes on the way home, or home back to the shop. So this thing's gonna be stuck at the shop. Yeah, not a good day. Anyways, so this will be fixing a brake line, figuring out what the fuck is loose, and then doing that rear end that I got, like prepping it all and redoing all of that stuff. And I'm gonna try really hard, because I was watching some of my old videos, to make sure that I keep my camera up, as opposed to, like, I keep talking to it like this. I don't know why the fuck I'm doing that. I think it's just easy. I'm not thinking about it. But hopefully this video will be better. So we're gonna do some stuff. Well, that's where it's leaking from, obviously. But you have to go from like here, up, around, over, up, and then here, probably after where that's all crusty. Only because I can't do it against the tank. So that's where we are. This is also, you can see underneath here. I gotta fix all this still when I do the rear end. But here's the floor, the whole missing bottom of the fender, those spots. Floor over here, use some touch up. Floor, jack points, floor, back corner. This side's doesn't look as bad, but it's still pretty bad. So, yay. Yay. What's that guy? Fucking breather. Yup. You can see how tiny my springs are. Okay, so John helped me. He actually just did most of it because I hate doing brake lines, so I appreciate him. But you can see there's the union, goes up, and then it goes, I don't know if you can see it, it's like here-ish. There's a spot that just has a connector already. And since I had it in here and I was doing all this stuff, we bled the brakes out, obviously, because we did the line. And then I did the, those sensors I got for the front, so hopefully it'll have ABS. I might try to clear some codes just to see what comes back, because we got the fancy scanners here, and this is OBD2, unfortunately. Super dumb. Also, listen to this. Hear that? Fucking idle air control valve, brand new, just humming because the key's on. I don't know if that's normal, probably not, but yeah, I got all this stuff done, and I rebalanced my front wheels too, so I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go home, I'm tired, and then we'll clean the garage and get in all that stuff. This place is a fucking mess. So we'll keep cleaning it. You wanna know what's gonna make me sound like a fucking psychopath? I just did all of that by myself and with no music. And only one beer. So now I get to reward myself. Alright, this is not in order. I forgot what I did last. I'm pretty sure it was just cleaning. I haven't filmed anything in over a week, but taking beer cans out of my way. Garage is clean, the car's in here. Got wood over there to fix some shit. I'm gonna find a new place for the dirt bike so we can fit 2 cars in here. But for right now, I'm not doing the rear end shit. I think I've decided to change my path of what I was gonna do, because I was gonna put this M50 once I go through it in the coupe, but I think the coupe is just gonna turn into a long-term project and get an LS, because I don't know. I want an LS 36 really bad, because Micah Diaz ruined my life, and I need to have an LS E36 now. But that means that this is going in here. But for now, I'm not doing any of that right now. What I'm gonna do, it's supposed to snow tomorrow, like a lot. I'm gonna put this big ass light bar on my shit. I'm not gonna mount it where you can see it or no dumb shit. I'm not gonna fucking make holes in the roof or drill holes in the hood or anything like that. The length of that light bar actually fits perfectly from fog light to fog light. So we're gonna make a bracket and put it in the bumper. So I'm gonna turn this heater on and get the bumper off, and then we'll go from there. But basically, real quick, it's got bolt holes in the sides, a little bolt on both sides, and I have a bunch of scrap aluminum and random shit, and I'm just gonna make a bracket. I'm gonna figure out once I get it off where I need to make the bracket. I think it's too heavy to put on the plastic, so I'll probably mount it from the crash bar down, and I'm just gonna either do like through bolts or rivets or riv nuts or whatever, but I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna have it down. I'm gonna take the other fog light delete panel off and run it behind the bumper, run the wires up on this side, the driver's side, up into a switch inside the car. I have the switch, I have the wires. I think I just am missing, I mean, I can always put it in later, but I'm missing the plug. I was gonna put a 2-prong from AutoZone, like Chevy plug in it, because that's how I did the fan on the coupe. So makes it easier if you ever have to take it out, you can just boop and pull it out. But for right now, I'm gonna back this thing up the amount the trunk isn't there, so I got some more room in the front, and rip this bumper off and start figuring out brackets and shit. I'm gonna put that thing on there. I'm also gonna figure out what the fuck the clunk is in my front end. I'm pretty sure it's my what's it called, coil pack, like the single, because it's a 4-cylinder, big single. I think it's just bouncing and clicking, because I don't know what the fuck else it could be. The suspension's not loose, everything's tight. Like, I think that's the only thing moving, so I just need another bolt. It's zip tied in place, so it can't go anywhere, but it's just making noise. It's making me nervous. So figure that out too. But all right, let's do this. All right, so this thing fits really well. I mean, we got, what, if I even it out, that amount of space, however long that is on either side. 2.5 inches on each side. Now I could do this, which I'm going to do this, because then it'll light up this whole grill. Or I could put pod lights in, but then they'd look a little goofy because it'd be 2 little pods. So I'm gonna just go with my original idea. But what I'm thinking is it's 5.5 inches here and here, and then 2 inches. So I just cut a 7.5 inch piece out of the aluminum that I got, this guy, and then we'll use this bolt hole, run it down this way, and bolt it into here, and then bolt it into this, and then I can run my wires. Let's put the connector maybe up on this. Yeah, probably just on this. In through the car, up into there. I'll run the power over from the battery up in the front area, and then put another switch. Oh, you can't see it. It's on the other side. What am I thinking? I already have a switch in here for my fan. Right here. Boop. My fan, so I can put another one right here for the light bar. And I think I have another one that's the exact same. So I have bright ass lights and then my fucking fan switch. Which I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. And I gotta super glue this in because, like, I can turn it on and off and it's fine and it'll chill, but if I pull it a little bit, it comes right out. So the wires are all finalized. Everything works the way it's supposed to. Just a little touch of super glue on that or something. Keep it in there. So I guess I'll get to making these brackets. Okay, so we got the brackets. I got it marked at 2 inches for the bend. It's just scrap aluminum I had. I cut out. I don't know how thick it is, not very, but this will work. I went with 7 inches instead of 7.5, just because I was measuring to the bottom. I'm not going to put it to the bottom. But take some 2x4s and set them together and then bend these real quick. Which I might be able to do with pliers, honestly. It's fucking aluminum. And then drill 4 holes. Take those brackets off and see where we're sitting with how we gotta maneuver things and find some bolts and put it in here. Okay, I made the brackets. I put everything together. And I just kind of started fitting it. She's in there. That shit looks kind of cool. Like, these look a little goofy, but I don't really care because, you know, this is kind of the shit car. But, dude, that's going to be bright as hell. So, the only thing I had to move, if your car is still stock, you look down in here on the left side, over that way. I had to take the AC line off the condenser and, like, zip tie it up out of the way. But it doesn't work anyways, so it is what it is. But I got my ground cable to the junction ground right here. I got my power from the light up into the car already. This is the power to the light that I'm going to run across with inline fuse to the battery, the same way the fans ran. I had to go to AutoZone and get... Wow, I just lost all my items already. I don't know, on top of the car. Couldn't find a switch, couldn't find the connectors that go to the switch, and I couldn't find any of my eyelets. I had a whole pack of all this stuff. Oh, where the fuck it went. I just cleaned this place out, so it's my fault. But I'm gonna get this shit going, and we're gonna see how bright it is because it's dark outside now because it's 5 o'clock because daylight savings is fucking stupid. So, okay, it is set up. It's on there. Everything's tucked, kinda. Wires are all set. All the interiors put back up. Look at that. New little switch guy. Beep, boop. So, it's dark outside. Let's see how bright this shit is. All right, so these are my headlights and my brights. Turn these off. And I know it's not super dark yet, but bro, we beaming. That shit. Like, headlights, boom. I don't really care for blinding people's houses. I'm gonna shut this shit off and check it out from the front. The whole bitch. Fucking sick. Bright as hell. I'd say I'm happy with it. My regular headlights back on. Okay, now we're back at the house. I'm gonna just set my phone down and hit that bitch on and off. I mean, my headlights are already bright as shit, but stages of the sun. Fucking sick. This is where I'm gonna end it. I didn't take the rear end apart. I'll do that in the next one. I just don't feel like I got that shit I want to do tomorrow and stuff. But thanks for watching. All right, Kay, love you. Bye.